Hey guys, Sean again, Custom Offsets TV with another episode of Shit I Never Knew. This is gonna be episode number 7. And today, we are gonna get into the wheel shine daddy. So I'll be the wheel shine daddy for today. And we're gonna be talking about wheel shine. And I've had so many questions about how you keep wheels clean, especially because the world kind of went from polished wheels to chrome wheels to black wheels. And we all know that black is like the hardest thing to possibly keep clean. What we call all of the black wheels are painted wheels, just to keep life easy. Obviously that covers painted, powdered, painted. Most wheels are powder coated, powder coat. Also PVD, because if you remember from the last Shit I Never Knew about chrome will get you home or whatever, the PVD wheels is basically a powder coat that's chrome. That's how the simple kids like myself remember it. And then we have the other world, which is chrome wheels. And under that one we put our true chrome plated. And we put our polished wheels. And our polished wheels would be our aluminum, like your American Forces and your specialty forged and all the really super cool kids. So what we'll go through, I'm just gonna show you some of the wheels. We actually got a big show coming up this weekend. So we've been doing some cleaning and we figured while we're at it, we could probably shoot a quick video and just show you guys what we've been up to. This is a very typical dirty ass black wheel. So this is Banker, the install leader here at Offset's Garage. And he's got the black wheels. This is a matte or semi-gloss finish. And you can see this is just pure dirt, dust, sand. We had our big bash up at my cabin this last weekend, so you can tell he's been running gravel roads. His tires are pretty well gone. Boom, Junior! His tires are pretty well gone, and they're pretty much turning that red, that red dirt road look. So that's a dirty ass wheel. Junior took 15 minutes just to test this stuff out and did this whole wheel, and you can see that the difference it has made. It basically now has a complete protective coating. We use our wheel shine. This is the shoe shine that comes with our painted wheel kit. And it's a carnauba wax, so no different than when you're waxing your vehicle. The goal is to put a layer of wax on it. So first, he went through with the Dirty Lip shampoo, which is typical car shampoo, but this is all by Killerwaxx, the stuff we use. And he went through and he washed this thing. And what you do is you use a sopping wet. And if you look at our YouTube channel, you'll see a how-to video. I'm not gonna get into the step-by-step. We have all of that already on there. If you just look through our videos, you'll find an old one on youtube.com/custom offsets. And once you get it clean, then you go around with the tire new rubber, and I don't think Junior used any new rubber. Junior, you didn't use any new rubber. I'm gonna get a rag, and I'm gonna new rubber this tire so that you guys can see what that looks like. So I'll do that, and then once you new rubber it, you come through and you use the carnauba wax, the shoe shine, and you basically put that coat of wax on. Then you take a clean rag and you come through and you buff it. So it's just like waxing anything because you're basically just working with paint. So let me go grab a rag and I'm gonna new rubber this tire so you can see the difference. So what we did here is working with Killerwaxx, our whole go with this back to black. We don't like that super shiny, you can tell there's a bunch of silicone based stuff on the side of your wheel tire, and then every time you touch it you get covered in that black stuff. So what we've been doing is we worked with Killerwaxx and we got into this new rubber, and you're gonna see what it does is rather than, and this is why you do this before you go in there, Junior. You know what I'm saying, Junior? So then you let that just soak in because it's not gonna leave a residue. So what I typically will do is take that overspray that went on there And usually I would want like a microfiber. This is about 1,000-year-old shop towel, so it's super soft also. And I'm not cleaning anything anyways. And you just go through and you take off that excess, and then you would come back with your shoe shine and you would go ahead and do your wax application. I just want to get the residue off of there. But you'll see this is going to soak in. We'll come back to that. Let's go on to the next one. So let's go down to dirty. Junior, why are your wheels so dirty, Junior?
Because you told me to leave it dirty.
No, this is how he shows up all the time, folks. Don't let Junior trick you. So this is a typical chrome wheel that's been abused and has no love, and it's just sad. This reminds me of those puppies on TV with the, give them the nickels and they can all live. This, let's go look at what we did. So this is about 15 minutes, and it's the same exact kit, but this time it's the floss gloss that we use, and this is a metal polish from Killerwaxx. And what it does is it's a cream that you go through and you rub in with one microfiber, and then once you get it rubbed in and you're really trying to get it in there, then you come back with a clean microfiber and you buff it. If you look close, you're gonna see Junior's got some pitting. This is one where Junior's a young fella. I told him not to put his wheels on when he got them, but he was so excited, and up here in Wisconsin winter, he couldn't resist. He put his wheels on. Once you get that pitting, there is nothing you can do other than to have them blasted and replated. So that's not gonna come out. But what the polish does do is it pulls all the dirt out of there and all the grime and discoloration, and it at least gets you back to a nice shine. So you can see that even though his wheels have imperfections in them, from that dirty to this new looks amazing. So this is part Junior, well, you'll put in the new wheel, the dirty wheel, and the clean wheel side by side, look really cool. And they'll just hear me talking and seeing them both, yeah? So let's go down and see this last one. The last one I wanted to show you is another dirty wheel, another dirty truck. Our mall crawlers have gotten really dirty in the last couple weeks. We've been kind of doing non-mall crawler things. But we keep one of our wheels clean at all times for Junior to make sweet videos. This one is a matte double dark tint. So this has got a really, really, really matte look to it, which matte black is by far the hardest to keep clean. But what we do is same one. This is that shoe shine again, that Carnauba wax. And when you go through and you put that wax on, this one's tricky because it's matte, and if you leave that wax on there too much of it, you'll see all the streaks. So you've literally got to come back a couple of times with a clean cloth, and you just got to buff until you get all of that off. And this wheel, he spent about 15 minutes on these. If you're going for, I just want to clean it up and run it, that's what you would do right here, because now they're protected, they have the wax on them. But you'll see there's still all the cracks and crevices and the back side, and all that still needs to be done. If you're truly detailing these for a show, you would just take your time and keep going back in and really cleaning that up, and you would eventually get these looking just like they were brand new with something like this. I would say a quick job is about 15 minutes a wheel. If you spent 30 minutes a wheel and spent 2 hours, you'd get them looking brand new all over again with this kit. But we've probably used everything. I've tried all the McGuire stuff from Walmart, and it's not bad. I mean, if that's what if you want to swing with and you're not trying to get to that show quality look, that stuff works. What we've done now is teamed up, like I said, with Killerwaxx, because this has just been the best product that we've been able to use. And something like this is like a $69 kit. That thing's gonna last the whole entire summer. I mean, a whole bunch of us will use one kit, and then we basically use it until it's gone. But I don't know how many wash and wax you get out of that, but it's a pile. I've been on the same kit, I think, all summer, and I wash the hell out of my stuff. Let's go back and see how that tire's doing. So we've been out here probably, what, 3 minutes? And what I'll do now, after I see it's all soaked in and most of it's already in there, is I'll kind of see these dry spots that I still have, and I'll hit those. And then what I try to do is I dab it rather than wipe it so that it goes into those dry spots. And then I'll take my rag, and this will be the last time you use this one, and then I just rub it in, because now you're just spreading it evenly, getting rid of any of those spray marks. And this thing, just like the name, should look like a brand new tire by the time I'm done with it. And there's a lot of guys that wouldn't even do this. They'd let it dry on there and they'd run her just like that. Whatever floats your boat. Mine's the last remote. And there it is, Junior. Basically have, you know, the sidewall of a new tire. You don't have residue. That's been on there for 2 minutes on a really, really dirty tire that wasn't washed beforehand. It just had the product added to it. And it's still, you know, there's almost nothing on there. And a lot of those tire shines, tire glazes we've come across, they leave, it's a lot of black stuff. And every time you brush up against it with your shorts, you've got that big black mark right there. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So I hope that helps. We would have showed you a polished wheel, but at the end of the day, that's a whole nother process. It's a dirty process. It's a lot of work. My heart goes out to the guys running polished wheels if they're cleaning them themselves. I've lived that life. I'm not ready for that life again. Someday we'll come back with a shit I never knew and show you how to polish a wheel start to finish. I'm not an expert at that. I would have to become one in order to do that. But I can tell you I made this shit look real good. CustomOffices.com. Remember, check us out. Peace.